Game
All right.
number one. First set is on Arabia. We have Xbox 2000, consisting of Menunez in the east in the blue, playing as the Celts. His partner, Mr. Ice Cream 2000, in the south in the purple as the Franks. Facing them in the north, Battousai in the teal as the Celts, and his partner, Tetris Grandmaster, in the green as the Spanish.
And he's good. Tetris is a good map, or one of the better maps. Everyone's pretty open except for him.
Who's this?
Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris has a pretty nice map. Nice wood lines. And Tetris chose Spanish in his first series, where they beat CSA in a very strong showing from the team. Biggest bum ever. Never responds to messages asking for practice. Asking for practice. Consider your. Hold on, next. I don't know what you're talking about, Aqua. You have to specify that. Anyways, so how do you like the Civ matchups, Mr. Shark?
Well, you know, well, the Celts. I like Celts, and I like Franks. I feel like it's a good matchup. You know, it's great. In the mirrors, but I personally prefer the Spanish, especially when they have such a good map. You know, well, the stone's forward, but if you can get that stone in, you know, conquistadors can really do well, especially when the map's so open.
You prefer Spanish over Franks?
Yeah, I do.
Why
I just feel like Franks, you know, really good knights, but they don't have as much flexibility.
That's true. Spanish are certainly flexible, but we'll have superior knights and probably a better economy as well. Though Spanish have great trash, and conks can always be strong, especially in Castle Age. And an unfortunate goat death for Mr. Tetris. So I'm guessing we're going to be seeing Franks have no counter to conk. That's true that they don't. I mean, they have in Castle Age they can go for skirms, but not the best option for them long term.
Ooh. Battousai almost lost the village before.
Yeah, very close there. Speaking of which, build count is even across the board right now. So I'm guessing we're going to be seeing a scout opening from Mr. Ice Cream and from Tetris. Both have 3 on wood, and it'll probably be a scout rush from each.
Battousai, or is that his name? Battousai, whatever. He's got 5 on wood. He's got 5 on wood.
As Celts will have a lot of wood. As a barracks coming down now, might be going for a Drush possibly. Maybe Drush Fast Castle into siege. I guess we will find out shortly. Meanwhile, Mr. Menunez starting to wall up at home, also with the Celts. 4 on wood for him.
And Tetris is going early into those walls as well. I think what will decide the game is if Tetris can really get his castle. If he can't get his castle up, I really feel like the Franks are gonna.
In their first series on Arabia, Tetris played open for the whole game, and he really got punished for it a lot. They still managed to win, but a lot of raiding. What's the Wong Rush? Battousai's build, Aqua? It could be. We'll see. Hasn't managed to lame. There looks like a Drush coming. The Wong Rush can be very strong. We'll see how he does. It looks like we have a barracks coming down for Mr. Menunez as well. Possibly going for. I don't know if he's gonna.
Man at arms.
Maybe it might be man at arms, but he hasn't clicked up yet. So, and he actually is still a little ways away from. And it's not on gold that I can see.
Yeah,
so it might be Drush from him as well.
There he goes for the gold. Or is that a Drush? Oh no, it's a man at arms.
He's getting the man at arms, but he's far away on food still. Well, the 2 militia coming across now for Battousai. Just 2 so far. Menunez will have 2 of his own, and the 3rd. So currently in the lead with numbers. Scout under the TC, but doesn't get garrisons and takes a good shot.
Oh,
kills
that
off
was
the
a nice.
scout. Very nice pick off there for Mr. Menunez.
Ooh, it looks like Ice Cream lost his scout.
Yep.
One.
Scout for scout. Menunez and Tetris still have their scouts out on the field. The 3 militia for Menunez chasing down Battousai's 2.
Munis is looking a lot better here. He's got more vills, and he's got more military. I don't know how he pulled that off, but
yeah, Menunez has a nice Ville lead right now. Well, Tetris and Ice Cream are both on their way up to feudal. They're pretty much even at 80% each. Menunez broke off 2 of his militia to send 2 forward and 1 for the 2.
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that
like
move. Yeah, I don't. Me either. 3rd militia for Battousai coming in now. I guess how much damage can he do in response?
It looks like there's a 4th one coming in, or a 4th one got made.
Oh, 4th. Oh, that one looks like it's going to go defend. The militia do get in on... Can they get a Ville pick? Oh, changes aggro. That's not good.
Oh well.
Almost get a Ville, or beat down by the villagers. Ask Shark if he knows that Battousai Tetris is their opponent next. Aqua wants to know if you know that Shark Battousai... Well, wouldn't it be just the winner of this match? No spoilers, Aqua.
Shut up, Aqua.
Don't post that in chat. I'm gonna...
Well,
Aqua, you make me do this.
Well, Battu has got 4 more man at arms. He hasn't even gone up yet. 26 villagers. We got a scout opening from Frank's. Not surprising. Same with the Spanish Tetris.
Sorry, I'm back. Had to take care of the Aqua situation. Yes, massive BM over here, Mr. Jones. All right, four militias still for Battousai over at Menunez's base. 1 militia defending. Still in Dark Age for Battousai. Menunez is 56% of the way up to feudal.
Yep.
2 scouts coming across for Tetris, as well as the scouts of Ice Cream making their way over, looking for damage at Tetris.
Okay, and now the militia. Yeah, militia's going in against Munez.
Yeah, and the scouts are about to arrive. Munez is still open. Ice Cream is going to look for damage at Tetris, but he's going to have to realize that he is walled up and is going to have to go.
Looks like we had a pause there.
Yep.
A lot of damage coming in on Munez.
A lot of damage there. Gold loses a Ville on the gold. Weak Ville. Another one going to go down. Those other upgrades on forging. There is forging on those scouts too. So those scouts getting a lot of damage in. And a hole over there by the house. Quick walls the wood line though, and is able to save those, but still very vulnerable. Mr. Ice Cream looking for a counterattack. Full walled for Tetris though. Needs to go and hit Battousai, who is still open.
His scouts are just... We've got 4 or 5 scouts at Tetris' base, not doing anything. Yeah,
he's not able to do anything with them. He's gonna check that palisade, but I'm sure a house will come up behind it real soon.
Meanwhile, he's already on stone. He's looking for a castle.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a lot of damage for Menunez at home. Has been idle. He's trying to get down a blacksmith and a stable.
And he's down villagers. He's only got 28 villagers compared to 32 for Tetris and 29 for the time.
Yeah, and he did have started with a good lead there. Ice Cream scouts being pulled away now. A spear getting a couple shots in on one of the scouts. And Battousai is basically walled out. Yeah, I think they missed their chance there. They need to switch their attention and get themselves up to castle. Menunez should try to wall up his opening. Those scouts are still in the wings, trying to clear up the militia now. Ice Cream going over to Battousai now, but I believe it is just too late.
Yeah, this is a great opening for Tetris Bhutan. Muniz and Ice Cream are really in the back foot. They're going to have to do something big to get back in the game because Spanish players knew exactly what to do. He's going up. He's getting his mark. He's going to go up to castle, get his castle.
Yep.
And they can't really do anything to punish that right now. Wants to go to archers, but it doesn't seem like they are.
Battousai 40% of the way to castle, and Menunez is 14% now. We have a few scouts from green looking to see if they can get some damage on Ice Cream, I believe. We'll see. They're moving out across the map, see where they go. The scouts for Ice Cream, just a big investment that is just not paid off. Not able to get much damage with them. However, Ice Cream is now on his way up to castle as well. Tetris is still not gone. Started to go up.
Oh, there's a hole.
There's a hole! Hole!
No. Oh, it loses.
Oh, man. And those villas die so fast with the forging from the scouts there.
He loses one villager. He's going to get a second one? I think so. That's not good.
Oh, man.
Now I can't take wood over there. That's not good. Okay, we got knights for Battousai. 2 stable knights.
Interesting.
Does he really have enough? Does he have enough food for? Only 11 farms.
I want to see his res. He has 4 queued. First one is out. But yeah, not a ton of farms. Ice Cream trying to chop his way through, but knights are on the field.
Yep.
Menunez with a second TC and 1 stable for him.
I don't really feel like the TC is a good idea. I really should just put all his eco into aggression.
Yeah, I mean they've been on the back foot. I mean he'll be the only person with a second TC, but I don't think they have the map control or presence yet to boom confidently. That said, he is also open. It's actually a double TC. He's going straight to 3 TCs. Wants to boom.
Oh, I don't. I feel like that's going to cost him.
Very greedy. Yeah, we will see if it pays off. Well, if they can buy some time with it for that extra eco to kick in, I mean they definitely can pay off. We got about 6, 7 more knights on the way. TC idle for Battousai, just focusing on spamming out knights.
And there goes the castle for Tetris.
Yep.
Ice Cream also going 2 stable knights. I think his eco's better, so he'll be able to maintain that a bit more.
Ice Cream is actually open as well still, and Tetris is going to discover that with his spear. That is still walking around. The knights in the north trying to chase down the scouts. The scouts are going to try to get out of there, but the knight numbers starting to build. And knights heading down south to the opening of Ice Cream. 4 knights going to go straight into his eco.
Oh.
He has 2 spears and 3 knights of his own. Let's see upgrades. +1 defense for each.
And he's a second upgrade on the way for those knights. So the TC's not going to do much damage to them.
No, that second armor being critical for knights. With a couple spears, Ice Cream should be able to defend this, but he's going to need to clear that up. The armor not yet in with the spears there, and the numbers not too overwhelming. Should be a decent trade for Mr. Ice Cream, who is able to reject the aggression for now. However, at the same time, more knights coming across, moving to Menunez, engaging with a few pikes from Menunez.
Pikes and monks.
Tetris sitting untouched, meanwhile starting his conch production. I really think that I don't love how Menunez has been forced to wall. I don't know if this was just by choice or necessity, but I
mean, I think it's the best wall you can make considering how open this map is.
True, not a great map, but yeah, it can just take a lot of pressure from those knights, a lot of holes.
A lot of scouts and knights from Ice Cream though.
Yep.
And with monks and
yeah, I believe Menunez wants to long push. He wants to siege monk. He's getting some halbs. Forward Siege Workshop and forward Siege and Monastery for Battousai as well.
Well,
It looks.
He should have done this earlier. He should have done this earlier, but.
Well, he's got the knight. Yeah, he's got the map control with the knights though, and just not enough pikes from Menunez to keep up with the knight numbers. Conk's coming over to Ice Cream's base now.
He's making a ram. Okay.
Battousai? Yeah, I'd rather see a Mangonel there as well. Conk's coming over now. There are some knights to deal with it. Actually, a decent number of knights. Can they get a good engagement and not be kited to death? Oh, they will be trapped in there though. They will be able to get. Will they get out? A pretty decent engagement. Full surround.
Oh.
Not the best trade, all things considering. I think attack upgrades are going to matter there.
And Tetris on 2 TCs.
Trying to
still on 1.
Yep, trying to ram down that monastery is taken down by the pikes. Pikes engaging the knights. A fairly decent trade. Do well, and are they? I think they're going to clean up at least some of those knights.
There's only a couple left for Battousai. That's actually not a bad cleanup.
Looking at Vil numbers, despite being on 3 TCs, Menunez is still a little bit behind. That said, he is ahead of Battousai. Battousai has been idling his TC a lot. Looks like he is straight out Wong rushing.
Yeah, he's going full in his push, and he's not really doing much. He's not really doing much. He hasn't really been able to hurt units.
Ice Cream's Ice Cream's going pretty much pure cav against the Conks. I think he needs to mix in some skirms. It's just going to be too ineffective of trades. Very difficult in to engage those conks. It looks like he's going to go for a counterattack. Let's see if he can get some damage. Tetris is pretty decently walled up and reinforced. I don't know if he'll be able to get damage. 8 conks for Tetris running around. Still trying to ram down the monastery of Menunez on the other side. Knights there as well.
Mixing in his own pike minutes of spearman as well. Yeah, he's going full in to this push.
He's full wonging. Yeah, I'd like to see Ice Cream come across and bail him out right about now, because his army's not really doing much, and he hasn't been able to get a good engagement against those conks. Also, that said, I don't know why he's let himself still be open and hasn't walled up the other side of his base. Those conks are about to run into his eco. I think they need to coordinate and play as a team a bit better. Send the knights over.
It looks like that's what he's doing. If Ice can get into Ty's base, he can do a lot of damage.
That's true. There's only one layer of palisade there. Battousai with
like
not the strongest eco.
The Kong's going to Menunez.
Okay, I think. Well, that's good for Ice Cream. I think he was a little exposed. He does have some skirms at home. His knights still haven't tried to break through. It cleans up a couple of. Are they on stand ground? Weird engagement for the knights there. Will they break through and deal with the engagement? Ping from Battousai about the knights. Pings that he is going to break into Menunez's base. A couple shots coming in from the TC.
But Menunez getting
Tetris decides to back up. Yep, it's getting doubled, and there's a wide open hole there by that wood line. Ice Cream is in, but hasn't run through yet. Running in now. The counterattack coming in for Xbox 2000. What damage can they do? That is a good number of knights. Some of them are a bit weak.
Another town center as he's being attacked.
I guess he wants to secure that wood, but just can't do anything.
Knights in the Ty's eco.
Yep, right on that wood line. That is big. That's gonna slow Battousai down, but Menunez at the same time losing a lot here.
Oh, but Battousai has lost 5 vills, 7 vills.
He's still leaving. There's only 2 spears for defense. Yeah, there's a lot more are gonna die still.
He's got 27 villagers. 26.
23.
24.
22.
And it looks like the push from
gonna lose more. Menounos is hanging in there, still has 59 vills, but it does not have a lot to deal with the Rams or Conks. Needs, I think he needs a mango out of his workshop. How is he? But he's, let's see his res. Struggling for wood. Looks like Ice Cream has left Battousai's base.
He's just standing out there. He really should be sending over. Oh, he's sending in Knights now. Scorpion.
Knights coming over to defend Menounos. Aaron MSR with the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to game number 1 on Arabia. Really, really appreciate that follow. More Knights from Battousai streaming in as well. Where are the Knights from? Big group of conks moving over. Are intercepted by Ice Cream, but not going to be able to get too much damage against those. Monty AoE, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome everybody who is new to the stream. We have already a very intense match here. Ice Cream losing a lot of Knights to those conks in the north. A couple monks coming over with those as well. I did not notice if... oh, speaking of... And Tetris is also in Imp, should be noted.
Yep.
So much action, barely even caught that.
But Ty is he doesn't have res, he's not getting gold, he doesn't really have villagers. I think he's gonna be out of this for a while.
Yeah. Well, Menounos is hurting a lot too.
But Menounos has got he's still got a good amount of vills left. You know, he's still at 62 vills. It's not bad.
Aaron, yeah, check out the VODs, and actually all of this tournament is also up on my YouTube as well. If you put !YouTube, it will give you a link. I think it's just about up to date. There might be 1 or 2 matches still going that need to be posted. But yeah, Menounos is in a lot of trouble. Those conks and Knights in his eco just has nothing to deal with them at all. Ice Cream again with another nice group of Knights, but it's going to be really hard to hit Tetris, who is switching into Cavalier now. And Battousai is still weak at home, but it's got a couple monks from Tetris there to defend.
Ice Cream's on the way to Imperial Age, so if he can get Paladins, that might be enough to close the game. Oh,
Paladin is on the way, though, from Tetris. Defensive castle coming down from Menounos. Can he secure some room? A bunch of vills running, just getting picked off by the Knights and Conks.
Ice Cream is now in Tetris' base. If he can do anything. There's a lot of...
Yeah, let's see what damage he can do. The Cavaliers are coming back to try to deal with it. Does get some decent villager pickoffs. It's getting some damage. Can he slow him down enough?
And now he's bringing back his Cavaliers. That's going to give Menounos some time to breathe. Well, if he can deal with those conks, I guess.
Paladin is about to hit too. Trying to drop some quick walls, traps the Ice Cream in his base.
But he's gonna lose more villagers. He's
oh, I think I missed the misclick. Menounos warned me about this misclick. A lot of vills all over in the south by that TC. He mentioned to me he had a bad double click. I think I might have just missed it right there.
He loves these TCs.
And Paladin is in full armor upgrades. Few skirms for Ice Cream, trying to deal with the conks, but just Menounos is in a lot of trouble, getting slung a bit of res by Mr. Ice Cream.
Oh, if you look down to the south, Tetris can try to build some siege workshops on Ice Cream.
Does Ice Cream see this? He should be able to see this.
He saw, yeah, he saw the build coming in, or he saw them. I don't know if he's. Oh yeah,
he should. He sees him. Okay, he's gonna be able to react. Cavalier on the way, as well as final armor for Ice Cream, but here come the Paladins and a forward castle for Tetris. Paladins running into the eco. Fletching is on the castle and TCs, but against Paladin is not going to be a lot. Trying to rush down a castle. Will he be able to get it in time? Still only Knights. Cavalier now hits.
Battering rams coming in for Tetris.
What is the elo of these guys? I know they're team elos. I don't know everybody's 1v1 offhand. if Menunez or Aqua or anyone in chat knows, might be able to answer.
It looks like the Paladins from Tetris will be cleaned up.
Yep, it should be able to be cleaned up.
And those battery
the Paladins do have better upgrades than the Cavaliers and our Paladins. They're pretty good level, Monty. There you go. Menunez will answer your questions. Here goes Mr. Menunez. Menunez in a lot of trouble. Can he come back? Those Kongs for Tetris now idle up north. And
if he just ran that down into Menunez's eco.
Battousai is still down at 33 Vils. So very, very behind. Menunez at 76. Slightly has been able to reboom a little bit. Ice Cream actually with the Vil lead over Tetris. But still behind in tech. And does not have the Cavalier. A lot of battering rams. Cap Ram is on the way. It's about 50% now. It's going to need to clean that up.
This is kind of turned into a 1v1 here.
Yep, a little bit of a 1v1. I mean, it's kind of been two 1v1s in this game, except for like that scout rush and then all the pressure on Menunez. A couple crosses, but Villager trying to take out those Rams.
And we've got Trebuchet on the castle. Let's go down. Oh, and Menunez with the pikeman.
Yep, pikeman coming in there will be very helpful. Some walled in Trebs now, trebbing down Ice Cream's castle. And looks like I'm seeing Light Cav now from Tetris. Let's see how he's doing on gold. He's doing all right on gold, but looks like he has some Light Cav mixing in, and Pikes as well from Tetris, streaming over.
Oh, you're gonna lose a
snipe on the Treb. Yep. Still one Treb safe though. No Paladin yet for Ice Cream.
It looks like I like Ice Cream's position right now. He's losing the castle, but he's got a lot of production. He's got more production than Tetris right now. He's only making pikemen and battery.
Yep. But it's still a bit behind on the upgrades. Only +1 versus the fully upgraded. It's full armor for Ice Cream, but only +1 attack versus full upgrades for the Paladin. The pikeman lacking all but last armor for him.
Alright.
And Halb is on the way for Tetris.
46, 47 military for Ice Cream, only 22 for the tie. I think he's gonna get pushed back here. Because
looks like they're lagging a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of lag.
Yeah, looks like they had lag.
And Battai's just sitting there with nice battery. He really should be. I don't know.
I think he's waiting up for a push. I mean, Menunez doesn't really have anything to defend. Most of his army is over at Ice Cream's. I'd like to see Ice Cream try to get a couple more techs. He might be. I can't tell if he's trying to save up for Paladin, but he has one castle. I'd like to see some Axemen because he's gonna have to start dealing with those Halbs pretty soon.
Yeah. Something. Another town center for Ice Cream. He still has Contra still sitting over there. Oh,
yeah.
And
I think he's forgot about them. Rams coming in now for Battousai with a decent number of knights. A Woad Raider comes out to engage the Rams. 2 monks and 2 scorps coming behind as well. Not a lot of army nearby for Menunez though.
Oh, and Battai makes his push. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Halb. Oh, was that canceled? Or did it come? Did it finish? Did Halb finish from Ice Cream? I didn't see. He's still trying to make Cavalier, but with the Halbs now, it's gonna be very difficult. Really needs to get into Axeman or Skirm or Hand Cannon or something. It's gonna be very difficult to deal with that. More conks coming in as well.
Ice Cream being pushed pretty hard.
Yep. Menunez struggling to deal with the Rams. A couple Mangonels finally come out. Should be able to clean up the Rams now. Halbs and Mango for defense.
Trying to force down a castle. I don't think this can go up.
The Halb's coming down into the eco with the Paladins. It's going to be really, really tough for Ice Cream to deal with. He's just not going to have an answer. He's only producing cavalry, which are just going to keep throwing away that gold to those Halbs. Ice Cream is in a tough spot, trying to rush on that castle, but the pikes are all over them. Oh, Doughty. Oh, sweet Doughty.
Oh, it's close.
Is it going up? 73%. 74%. They chase the Vills off though. The pikes are surrounding it. Looks like Menunez was able to push off the aggression for now, but here come a couple Paladins running into his eco as well. Menunez hitting Imperial Age.
Yeah, it looks like that castle is going to go up for Ice Cream. Just barely. What?
Yep, with those villagers on now, it should go up, but there are Trebs not far away. I'd like to see, I don't know, I keep saying Axeman. I guess he could go champion
Axeman.
too, but it's just too hard of a transition. I think like Halb and Axe is probably his best bet at this point. He's really going to struggle with all those pikes.
Gunpowder. Do Franks get chemistry?
Yep, they get hand cannons. They got bombards and hand cannons.
I think that would be his best choice right now. It's an easy transition.
Yeah, it's a matter of can he afford it. I guess he does have gold. He still has some mines in the back that are untouched. I don't know if he has chemistry researched yet. I don't see a university. But he does. He has one. He's gonna lose his castle, and he's gonna lose. He's trying to drop another, but it's just gonna go down to those Trebs that he has no way of dealing with. Menunez trying to drop another castle as well, where the other one was, but more knights coming in. A couple monks there as well. Just absolute chaos for Xbox 2000 right now.
I don't know how they're gonna be able to push them back. They can't really stop the momentum of the Spanish player.
No.
And those conks still on the right, still doing nothing.
He doesn't need him. It's a handicap. No, I think Ice Cream should go Halb and Axeman and try to get chemistry while he can. I think it might already be too late for that.
Yeah, I don't really know how much you can do right now, especially since Tetris is taking his forward gold right now. He's only got 1 gold in the back right now.
Cosmos Spike's OP.
And it's almost out too. And once that's out, I don't know what you can really do.
Yep, they don't have any gold. Looks like trade is just starting now for Tetris. Don't really. He's just trading with Battousai's regular market. It's like Battousai is going to go build a market now. They're going to have trade up, and they will have Spanish trade too. So that's going to be really tough to deal with. Xbox 2000's only chance is they need to break this push now and counterattack because they're falling very far behind.
But they just don't have the military. It's 5 military for Ice Cream and 11 for Munez against Tetris 54.
Jones, we have some Inquisition emotes in the Discord. They haven't made it their way to Twitch yet. When we get more slots from subs, they'll make it here. Menunez slinging wood to Ice Cream. Ice Cream trying to constantly rebooming. Villagers constantly in production. Still is at 113 vills, but just does not have military to deal with this. Pike's coming over from Menunez, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do with that. Couple paladins running around in Menunez's Ice Cream. Oh, and the conks have been remembered. They are coming in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just attacking the stable right now, but
the potential.
Now Tetris is just going to sling Bhutan. He's just going to keep making knights.
Couple of mangoes for Ice Cream. Can they get a good shot on the conks? Pretty decent shot for mangoes.
He didn't kill one.
Split. I think he got one and weakened a bunch.
But it doesn't really matter if they're weak. If you've only got Halbs to deal with them.
Really struggling to deal with those Halbs and conks.
And
Just no
now
answer for it. Still producing
Ice Cream-
Cavalier.
Ice Cream is out of gold. Officially, he's not taking any gold.
And those Cavalier are still not fully upgraded. Still lacking attack upgrades. Which is not great when you're going against Pike. Or Hal,
you got to
for
give
that
him
matter.
credit for sticking around, but
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah. I mean, it's some pretty good cockroaching, but like how many TCs have we seen this game? Ice Cream is still sitting on five TCs.
and he's still producing villagers.
Yep, but nothing to deal with the army.
Making Siege Workshop, I don't know how he's going to afford anything out of it.
Yeah, I think he wants mangoes, but
Okay, now Ice Cream's taking
are those elite conch?
gold.
Oh, they are elite conch.
Fully upgraded elite conch. The only reason they're staying alive so long is because Bhutan has been handicapped since the beginning. I mean, Bhutan is still only at 46 villagers. It's
Yeah.
still on 1 TC.
Yeah, it was really set back. Those conchs are still on the left there. No, I still think with a couple of skirms they could have dealt with the conchs. It's more of dealing with the Helb.
Yeah, they've Conquistador's been nerfed a while back. Skirms are very good against them.
Yeah, very good. Even non-bracer skirms should do pretty well. Yes, but not against conch aqua. Like if you're dealing with conch, like I'd rather have skirms versus conch than arbs. I think. Same with like versing a Rambai.
Well, it looks like now Ice Cream's finally building archery. He's getting some upgrades.
Yeah, but armor doesn't mean shit aqua first against conchs because they're high damage.
Yeah, it's 18 damage per shot.
It matters more against archers. If you're going against an archer civ, not having the armor matters a lot, but against a conch, it doesn't matter. You're already doing 17, 18, 19 damage, whatever it is, for each one. Just burn all the books. GG is called by Xbox 2000, Battousai Tetris. Take game number 1. Wow.
You hate to see it. I felt like Ice Cream units were in such a good position.
Yeah.
But they just could not handle the fully boomed Spanish play.
Yeah, I don't think they weren't able to deal damage early with those scouts never got to do that, never paid for themselves. Set Ice Cream a little bit behind, and then I think just stayed behind as Tetris and Battousai were able to deal that damage and slow Menunez down in feudal and just build upon that.
And I feel like Menunez,
that combo was very strong.
If Menunez, I feel like built some military and really pushed and took out Bhutan, I feel like it might have been a closer game. But I feel like he was too greedy early on.
That's true. Yeah, going to the 3 TCs, and then he wasn't able to defend when both of them he was getting double teamed.
And all it would have taken was just some halbs and skirms basically.
Yeah.
But looks like the next game is Nomad. That's always fun.
Really? All right, let's go to game number 2. This will now be Xbox 2000's home map. It's Nomad. It's interesting that they chose Nomad for their home map. Come on, DE. Loading. Come on, D. We're loading. Game number 2 on Nomad. I am loading up. In-game paused?
Yep, it's at 3 seconds.
Perfect, me too.
Alright.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Game number 2. This time we are. It is a donut. Look at that. We got inside water and outside water. Game number 2 on Nomad. We have Xbox 2000. This time going with the Malians for Mr. Menunez in the blue and Ice Cream with the Persians. For Tetris and Battousai, we have Lithuanians for Tetris and Vikings for Battousai.
I like Vikings on this map, especially with that free wheelbarrow and handcart.
Yeah, Viking Eco, always scary. Lithuanians are also surprisingly a very strong, or maybe not surprising anymore, very strong hybrid civ with that extra starting food. Can have a lot of potential to do very well.
And you know, the Malians from Yunus, he's going to get that achievement. I think that's why he picked them.
It's probably, but
Two of them.
to get the achievement, so you got to be careful. You got to press leave map, and you can't look at the map, but you won't get the achievement. Don't ask why.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I had played like 2 Ethiopian games and got no credit for it. Wanted to see the map. Some nice gold and stones for Ice Cream and Menunez by their home bases already. A nice gold for Tetris, and just gold for Battousai as well.
Well, it looks like Tetris and Yunus are pretty close. We might see some early aggression, especially with the.
Yeah, but not too mixed up overall. The teams kind of each with their own side. No one in too weird of a position. Relatively symmetrical, all things considered, for Nomaded. Stop being light-headed, Shark. Aqua, we don't know what you're talking about, man.
Does anyone ever know what he's talking about?
No, they don't. He doesn't get it. Fishing ship out for Ice Cream already. Menunez with one as well. Sharks. No, sorry, not Sharks. Tetris. Can't tell if it just came out or if it's been there. And no dock for Battousai, looks like.
Well, he's not. Yep, no dock at all. And Yunus pulling away with the villager lead.
Which team civs do you prefer overall here, Mr. Shark?
Well, Lithuanians and I like the Lithuanians and Vikings personally. I'm not really so sure on Malians. Persians are good, but Malians I'm not so sure about. Like, I don't feel like they have anything that really sets them apart in no average. It can be very messy.
Well, they're supposed to be a very strong nomad civ. The building wood saving bonus is very strong, able to get dock, fishing ship, and TC, and their houses effectively with their starting wood. That's probably part of what is contributing to Menunez's or was the lead. Tetris is actually now snuck into a Ville lead.
It shows how much I know about Nomad.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily the person either, but I know that Malians are one of the top nomad civs. Malians have pretty great archers up into Imp. In Imp, their archers are not good, but they have great infantry and. Malian the only other civ to start. What do you mean other, Aqua? What is other? We were talking about Malians. Next to Persian? Yes.
Well, it looks like Tetris found out where Munis is.
Yep. Ville finds his TC. Let's look at it. Oops. Fog of War. I'm pretty sure he saw them there. Builds a couple of houses. Scouting the shore with his fishing ship as well. Found Ice Cream's fishing ships.
And
Menunez is going to see that house. What's that?
Menunez is just going really hard in the fishing ship right now. He's got 7 right now.
Yep. And he's got a great corner too. He's got a really good position for that. And though Battousai's dock is coming down pretty close to him. Looks like Tetris is going to go and scout for him with a fishing ship as well.
24 vills from Yunez, 17 times.
Oh,
what a dock.
We got some. Oh, we had some Ville. Do we have some Ville fighting? Fight!
He's
The quick-
pulling him out.
The quick
He's
wall's
gonna
coming
lose that
down.
bill. He's gonna lose that bill.
Oh no!
Oh, come on.
He's
Come on, close
trying to
it,
take the
close
board. The bill's coming in. The bill's coming in. The
Oh,
board is
oh,
there.
come on. Oh, it's gonna take it. No, you can't. Oh, that was so close. If you just close that wall.
That was very close. Oh, but the bill. Up. Is he gonna lose it? He's got it. There he goes.
No, he's smart.
Yeah,
He's got
fine.
loom.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, that was a nasty wood line for that. More walls going up there for Tetris.
Butai not taking the deer. I wish he would. His mill's right there.
Yeah, some
I
really
wish
really
he
nice
could
deer
get
there. And he sees another nice patch of deer too with his houses. Better have his carrying pins. Well, Jones in their first series, Tetris did do some heavy carrying as well. Had some pretty dominant performance. I feel like they play. I feel like I'm trying to remember if Nomad was CSA's home map too. I don't know if Menunez is still in chat or if Aqua remembers that. If anyone remembers.
Muniz is going up to feudal.
No, I know, Jones. It's all good. Yep, feudal on the way, and he's on stone. So it looks like we're going to be seeing some tower rushing from Menunez. It's got some idols though. Go back to work. There you go.
Yeah, with a few towers, you could really do some damage to Tetris.
Ice Cream is on gold, so we might be seeing a fast castle from him.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Then again, he might be going for fire ships in feudal, which also would not be a bad idea. Second dock for Ice Cream coming down now, and Tetris is already on 3 docks, though it is just now heading up to feudal. Outpost coming down for Menunez, going to give him some much appreciated vision, I'm sure. Finds the nice little trail through the forest.
That's a nice little trail. Gonna find the TC.
Finds his gold. Hasn't seen the TC, but can't think it's too far. Does himself some quick walls.
Oh, I found it.
Found the TC now.
Unfortunately, villagers cannot duck behind walls.
Unless it's from a fire ship.
Because
fire can't go through. Fire doesn't go through walls, especially wooden ones.
Muniz is sending in his stone miners to build a tower.
Yep. Orville's coming in, drops the tower. We'll be able to range the gold, wood, and part of the gold from there.
Oh, he doesn't see it. Oh, now he sees it.
Sees it now. Is he gonna be able to rush it down? I should have quick walled that. And a fire ship in production for Menunez as well. But it will be 3 docks for Menunez. Counter tower. He walled. Yeah, he did wall him in. Counter tower coming down for Tetris as well. Going to batter down that tower.
And yep, Ice Cream's getting out those fire ships.
Rough spot for Menunez now. Very rough spot. Oh boy.
Gonna lose those vills.
Fire ship out for Menunez as well, who has a lot
Fighting
of
with
fishing
vills.
ships. Menunez has a second dock and does see Battousai. Not sure how much he sees just yet. Yeah, he's gonna lose those vills and that tower. Let's see his fog of war. Oh, never mind. He just is now seeing Battousai's mill and base. Finds his fishing ships though and has a fire ship on them currently. And here come Tetris's fire ships. 2 already out. Going to look for Ice Cream's fishing. Ice Cream with 2 fire ships of his own, though 3rd for Tetris coming on the way as well.
But Ice Cream's got
Defender advantage.
More production.
Yeah, Ice Cream's 3 docks as well. Oh, just passing. They pass each other. Tetris is gonna jump on those fishing ships. Not good. Quick. Jones with the quick.
And it looks like Battousai is going for archers. Oh, and Muniz is putting up a tower. He walled it in this time.
He learned from his mistakes. Unfortunately, I don't really think he's gaining too much with that tower. Maybe we'll see more after it, but he's not really denying any resources with it.
Well, he's not going to be able to take those deer now, I guess.
I guess, yep. He does deny the deer, I guess. Market coming down for Tetris.
A lot of fire ships for ice cream.
Yep. Needs to push Tetris out of his fishing, and then needs to get into Tetris's fishing.
And now Muniz is now attacking Tetris's fire ships. Though there's not much fish left over the side of the map.
Oh, nice. Yep, that's good for Xbox. Gets right on their fishing ships, and it took out a nice group. It's going to try to chase down the rest.
Archers coming after Battousai.
You see where they went? Don't. Just queued.
They're still in the
range. Yeah, yep. And he's on his way to castle. 80% for Battousai. And Tetris is on his way as well, as is Menunez.
And those archers can do a lot of damage to get into Ice Cream's base. He's got nothing to defend against it.
That's true. Ice Cream's starting to wall up. Can it be in time? Stables coming down now for Tetris. Looks like we'll be seeing some Lithuanian knights. Haven't spotted the relics yet. One relic near Menunez's base, another near Tetris, one way in the south, which actually Battousai just walked past, so he'll see that. Crossbow is in, though they're just attacking some houses for now. And the last relic is way in the south.
Battousai doesn't even know where Muniz is right now, so... Or Ice Cream, so...
That's true. I mean, he knows there's a Ville around, so I guess he's looking for that. I'm sure Tetris has pinged Nunez's main base. Battousai is going to get that one stray Ville for Nunez in the south, though she is able to finish her house. Okay, castle now for everyone but Ice Cream. Ice Cream at 38%. And there is a defensive tower from Nunez already on his gold and stone. 3 stables for Tetris.
I just wish you would wall this up real quick. Might as well.
But Xbox 2000 have 1 water. And that is pretty big. Tetris is probably going to be struggling for food for a little while before his farm eco can kick in. He's on 3 stables, but he only has like 5 farms right now. But here come the Knights, which already have +2/+1. I don't know where those upgrades snuck in from. That's ridiculous, actually.
These do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that could do a lot of damage. It's not a lot to deal with those Knights. Not with those upgrades. The tower will protect from the crossbow, but they're not going to protect from those Knights.
And I don't think he has fletching, so it's not... Those arrows are going to do very little damage.
No fletching. I don't think he has any upgrades. Let's see.
Oh, and that TC.
Yeah, that one was a little greedy, but you need to just cancel that. Crossbow and Knights now for the Battousai Tetris.
It's just like last game.
We have 3 stable for Menunez. Sorry, Ice Cream as well. Yeah, we need some... Menunez needs some pikes.
But Ice Cream is eating out his 9th right now.
Looks like we did have some more towers in the south, but yeah, Menunez needs some. I mean, his food eco is all safe because they have water right now, but he needs some. He needs some military. What is he going for? He's going for a stable, which is, I guess he wants to go camel. I'd rather see him go. I don't know, pike and siege.
A lot of pinging. Ice Cream is a bit worried.
Oh, I didn't even see the pinging.
Oh no, that's Tetris's ping.
Oh, that's why I didn't see it. I'm on Menunez POV right now.
I see.
Knight numbers still slightly in favor of Tetris. Tetris also with the better upgrades. Nunez going into Camel.
But I don't know if he's gonna be able to keep up a lot of camels because he's got fishing ships, but not a lot of fish left.
There's a lot of fish in the south of the map.
He's not gonna be able to get over there, I don't think.
Well, they own water, so they can go wherever they want. He just needs to get a dock down there. But I don't love the camel choice from Nunez. I'd rather see him go like Pike Siege or even Longsword Ismalian. Could be pretty good. Or Expo of his own. Malian Expo is really good. Faster working university.
The Lithuanian
Emperor with the Housed. Dropping the Housed in the chat. Malian's hype. Camel's engaging now. Can they do enough? Camel's not the best against crossbow, but not too big numbers. Yep. 2 TCs there to contribute as well. But the upgrade's still massively in Tetris's favor. Is able to clean it up and push away the aggression for now. But more crossbows and knights are amassing.
Battousai still, he doesn't like building TCs. Still on 1 TC.
He's a 1 TC kind of man.
And Muniz for the 3rd TC. No military yet, but he's gonna go for the 3rd TC. It's not gonna get that up.
Well, he's trying to build a TC for each one that Battousai doesn't build.
And Battousai with the battering ram.
Rams coming out again. We have camels now, +1 defense. There are crossbows there.
We'll get melted by the crossbows.
Ice Cream coming over to join the fight as well. Rams going to engage. Forces back. They need more upgrades. Xbox 2000, boys, you need more armor.
Oh, and those camels get cleaned up.
Yeah, camels are just not the best choice against crossbow. Crossbow knight is a much stronger combination than, well, even camel crossbow. But there is no crossbow from Xbox 2000. I'd much rather see, again, the Nunez go for crossbow with maybe knight and camel from Ice Cream, or infantry. Malians have infantry that has more pierce armor.
Forward castle by Tetris.
Yeah, that's what I think, Emperor. I think he needs to go Pike and yeah, Aqua. He is the one who gifted you that sub. You have the emotes now. But yeah, I think Longsword Pike was what Nunez needed, but they are trying to be in a rough spot. His eco is in trouble. Trying to garrison that TC. Does have a siege workshop with a mango in it, but just nothing to deal with those pikes right now. I'd like to see a barracks and helm, or pike rather. But here come pikes for Battousai. It's going to make it even harder for Ice Cream to help him out, and a castle drop for Tetris.
If that TC goes down, I think Muniz is out of the game. It looks like it's going to go down.
Yeah, I don't know if he has any villagers anywhere else. I mean, he has a great fish eco, but it's some counterattack on Battousai from Ice Cream over in Battousai's eco. But oh man, the TC is down for Nunez, and those vills are just getting picked up. How many vills does he have left? He does have 20. Oh, I guess that's including fish,
20,
though.
22.
He has 1 villager somewhere. Oh, there she is. There she is. He has a single villager left.
Yeah.
She's building a dock.
You were right. Yeah, you were right. You can't just build a new dock. I was foolish for thinking that the fish weren't gonna do much.
Maybe he wants a transport ship. Take me to safety. Take me to safety. That 1 Vel. Ice Cream denying a castle of Battousai now. Can Ice Cream carry it? Nunez being cleaned up. Absolutely no eco whatsoever. Trying to build a Mango, but the Siege Workshop goes down. Transport ship
transport
in
ship.
creation. She will live. She can escape. Knights in the eco now of Ice Cream. I don't think Tetris has gotten any relics yet, I believe. There's a couple he could grab, but still, with better upgrades. And that happened 2 games in a row. Just Xbox 2000 need to watch their upgrades more and try not to take fights with... She's escaping! Across the sea to start anew.
Battousai is down to 16 villagers. He just can't deal with, like, the 4 camels in his base right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of pikes trying to engage, clean them up, but took a lot of eco damage there as well, but not quite as much as Mr. Menunez, whose Vil is sailing the ocean blue, headed south, trying to find better lands.
We
have people in chat lining up for a chance to help repopulate with our escapee villager, the heroic villager.
You gotta feel bad for Ice Cream. Double castle drops.
Yeah, and starting to be a scary crossbow mass and a decent bit of knights there, and still with the upgrade advantage. You can't be taking a outnumbered fight with worse upgrades. Let's leave your answer to defend the lands for himself. Where is she? There she is. She finds ripe new land, fresh with wild beasts, deer and boar, and gold aplenty. She shall start anew.
If you have one villager, how do you idle it?
She's in the efficient ship. She needs to drop herself off. Start anew. Ice Cream trying to hold on, building a defensive castle now. Still lacking upgrades. Let me click on his POV.
I don't like where that castle is, but I guess it's the only place you can put it right now.
Yeah, he just didn't have room. It was either that or delete a bunch of farms and buildings. Probably. At least it's going to stop them from coming in. It'll have range to push them out of the TCs. Villager is out. Where will she go? She goes to build a dock.
Oh, I think she is.
Oh no, she is. We'll catch back up with her in a little bit. Castle goes down. Okay, some numbers now for Ice Cream. Still lacking behind in upgrades though. Trying to clear up those rams. Battousai loves those rams, I tell you what.
Well, they work. Well, they usually work. They work against me.
We're having calls from chat to go for War Elephants for Ice Cream. The full War Elephant switch. The TC is going down. These lands are guaranteed fresh. And the fish eco is migrating. They too are looking for fresher lands, still ripe with beasts and fish and trees and stuff. Not raped yet by war. How is Ice Cream's score so high? Well, he's fending off 2 people, and that's a moderate villager number, all things considered.
Yeah, let's take a look. Ice Cream is actually more military and got the same amount of villagers as Tetris, so, and more kills. So it looks like he's holding off this push.
Yeah, that's true. They have Navy, so that's inflating their score, I'm sure.
And Tetris is
Ice Cream has a lot of military ships.
I think Tetris is considering going to Imperial Age. Oh no.
Probably. Ice Cream coming across with some cav, going for a counter attack.
But Battousai's got the pikemen ready.
Yeah. And with those upgrades and against predominantly camels, not so great. Haven't noticed if he's gotten chieftains though.
See another council drop by Tetris right outside.
They are slowly boxing him in. And has the villager bred yet? Doesn't seem like she has. But there are queues. Soon she shall repopulate. He shall repopulate.
He's got a guy.
Ice Cream trying to buy some time. Crossbow's there to pick off some vills from Ice Cream. Here come more knights.
It wouldn't be a bad idea for Ice Cream just to send some
Counterattack trying to come through. Another TC coming down for Battousai. Finally with his own TC expansions. Oh, the mango shots! Mango shot! Boom! Some good shots there. Another good shot.
Oh.
But another castle drop for Tetris. And Tetris is actually going to be able to switch into Lightus if he wants. I don't know if he's going to, but I think there's actually a better choice right now versus what he's fighting. He's not fighting ranged against knights, and it doesn't matter. Lightus are better than knights against knights and camel. If Xbox 2000 was going for crossbow, then Knight Paladin would be a better choice. But versus what he's facing, Lightus would just destroy right now, and he has the castles for it too. Ice Cream just trying to hang on. His food eco not looking so hot. Also starting to run out of wood. Another TC coming down on the left side. Castles on every side.
He doesn't have any gold. He's out of gold. Just like last time.
Two more TCs coming down from Nunez. The man of many TCs. Now, if he got a castle down, he could get, Tigui. So that his TCs could actually be mini towers or whatever. With arrow fire. But he never got a castle up. It's going to try to reboot. Yeah, looking very dire for Ice Cream right now.
Nunez is having a nice relaxing game right now.
How many vills for Nunez? Nunez is at, well, it says 31, but his actual vill count is 10. 10 vills for Nunez. The hero vill repopulates. She is a mother of 9. 4th TC now, really going to try to reboom back into this. Aqua wants your attention, Shark.
What is it? What is it, man?
He just wants your attention. He's just craving for attention. Ice Cream under a lot of pressure now. Lightus being mixed in with the Knights. Imp about to hit. Especially Spears in as well. Maybe you have to go like... I mean, I don't know if he has any res, but... Probably had to mix in Trash Bow. Would have possibly helped Ice Cream there. If he mixed Trash Bow in with his Knights and Camels.
Well, I might have to cut this short, actually. There's a tornado touchdown nearby.
What's that?
So, a tornado touchdown nearby, so I actually need to get going.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. A tornado. Oh boy, we're gonna lose our co-caster. Ice Cream expanding to the north. Oh, looks like he is thinking about switching into Crash Bow. A bunch of ranges in the north, taking Nunez's old base. If anyone else in chat wants to join as co-caster, Mr. Shark has a bit of an emergency. Full longswords would destroy the base. Yeah, full longsword pike would have been a good move from Nunez, but he probably doesn't have the eco to support it just yet. He's on 26 vills now. Ice Cream still trying his best to hold on. His archers quickly cleaned up by the Knights and Lightus. Final armor coming in, going to make it even tougher for those units. Mr. Shark had a tornado emergency, so I might need a... I'm going to need another co-caster for the next series. Yeah, he needed the Trash Bow a lot earlier. So we have Battousai Tetris taking the series 2-1 versus Xbox 2000. Let's bring up that bracket. So they will move on to face Shark Fortress, including our co-caster, Mr. Shark, and his playing partner, the incorrigible Aqua. Get out in the chat. Who they will face in the... It's round 3 losers bracket. This would be quarters. Alrighty. Yeah, Emperor, come hop and chat. I'll switch over to. I have to send you the games, but I'll meet you in Fast House. Pukuaburu. He knew, Aqua. You didn't have to spoil it for all of the stream.